Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
Okay, welcome back everyone to this Let's Play of Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is Fun Gaming Connoisseur, and we're just going to continue from where we left off. And okay, so I've spent a bit of time just understanding some of the systems and how things work. And you know, the thing about this game is that even after spending quite a bit of time, there's still stuff that I have yet to discover, and you know, there's just so much to learn. And one of the things I discovered was, you know, there's some places where if you go into some places where like NPCs are having private conversations, they will tell you to get lost. And if you continue to stay at that place, then you will, I think, get forced to leave. And so that's very interesting. And so there's all these very innovative mechanics that you don't really see in a lot of you know, role-playing games. And so it's really good to see those mechanics and systems in this game. Okay, so we're just going to continue. We'll press P to get out of the paper doll or character sheet. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go pay a visit to Kunesh. I think he's this way.
I'll be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Yeah, the camera is a little bit, you know, sometimes if you're looking down, when you talk to someone, then the camera focuses on the, the person's body instead of their face. Okay, so the father sent me for the money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Okay, yeah, pay for the tools at least.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Okay, I think I'm going to go with this option. So you see there's 3 different ways that you can... One might think that these two are just different words to the same outcome, but it's actually, you know, as you can see on the icons to the right, you know, if you have the skill, if your skill is high enough, then you can actually succeed, and the outcome will be different. So we'll go with debts must be paid.
I know things aren't easy. Wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
Okay. Alright, so here comes one of the most interesting parts about this game is the combat. And I'll just say this, I love the combat in this game. It's so refreshing and it's so intense. My hands get sweaty every time I'm in combat. So yeah, so just a brief, you know, explanation of how combat works. Okay. So just let me just refresh myself, get a refresher. Okay, so Q, F. Alright.
Cut! Take that! Kunda! Sod! I haven't even started yet.
Got him.
Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Okay. So we won. Yeah, but even then, you know, my heart was pumping really hard. So yeah, it's one of the things I love about this game. Okay, so now we can pretty much take what we want. Okay. And that's all. Okay, so we're going to go into his house. Okay, nothing in here. Okay, so alright, so we've got some stuff from Kunesh. So now we need to
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Good day.
Okay. So that's the part that I was that's the part where I left off last time, and that was to buy a few things, buy some charcoal, and so what can we sell? Wonder what we can sell here. Can't remember what I sold last time. I think it was the one of these nails or something. Oh wait, I remember now. Give these to Henry's father first. Yeah, that's one thing about this game. It actually, sort of forces you to think. To solve a quest, it doesn't just tell you, oh, go here, do this, give this to that person, get this from that person, and so forth. You actually have to think.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Kunesh didn't want to pay, so I got no money for those things you sold me. But I took them in lieu of the debt.
Took, meaning he gave them to you, or took, meaning stole?
If he didn't pay, then they're still ours. How can you steal something that's yours?
Fair point. Give it to me then, and here's some money for the rest.
Okay. So you give the tools and the axe to Henry's father, and in return he gives you some money to buy the charcoal. And I think you're supposed to get 10 units of charcoal, if I remember correctly. So yeah, as I was saying, this game actually requires you to think, and that I like. That's one thing I like about this game. Okay, so we buy 10 units of charcoal. Okay. Alright. Nope. Haggle. Yes, there is a haggling mechanic in this game too.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Okay. So I did have a go at haggling, so let's hope this still works. Let's make it at 4.7.
Really?
That's not enough.
How about 4.8?
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Okay. Alright. So we got it for, I think, 0.2 units cheaper. And
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Hail to the hero. So you haven't changed your mind about learning the craft of warfare? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
let's go.
Yes.
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Just check my reputation. Okay, so it's still 100. So the haggling, yeah, I noticed that this this reputation tab keeps a a record of all your reputations with different towns, and so this is very nice because it means that if you, let's say you have a bad reputation in one town, then if you go to another town, then that reputation won't carry across. So it's nice. I do like that as well. Okay, so let's get some sword training. And like I said, I love the combat in this game. It's very much, you're very much in control, and you actually have to put in the effort to, your skills actually matter, not how fast you can mash buttons, how fast you can press buttons and that sort of thing. Yeah, the sheep are actually it's pretty hilarious, the sheep. Okay, anyway.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. Alright. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Good. Once again. Nice. Good. Once again. Fine. Good. Once again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Very good. Alright. Alright. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Very good. Now you're getting it. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Okay. And then I'd have to say the graphics look great. And this is running on high settings, guys, on my laptop, gaming laptop. And it's hovering on 44 to 48 frames per second, which is actually quite good, in my opinion, for for a 2-year-old laptop. Yeah, I bought this laptop 2 years ago, and it has a GTX 970M in it, and it's still able to crank out the graphics at a reasonably good frame rate, so it's good to see. Alright, so what else do we need to do? We need to get the ale, and yeah, so I think this is where we need to go.
Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Gutenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitor.
Now even the Pope.
God be with you, Andy.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Rome?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
Exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king. Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But those turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, how? Are you with us?
Okay, so I've actually gone ahead and, threw manure on the Deutsch's house, and turns out that if you do that, it actually lowers your reputation with Scarlets even more. So, even if you say no, then you will lose some reputation. But if you go ahead and do it, then you will lose even more reputation with Scarlets. So, and my personal preference, personal opinion is that I don't really want to get involved in that sort of thing. So, so I'm not going to do it. even though it would be fun to have it on, record it on video. But I'm playing this game for myself, for my own fun as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna go do that. I'm actually gonna just skip this portion. Skip this part of the.
Teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
Well, that's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, Hal, how could you pass a good chance like this?
Okay. Let's see what they actually do. Oh, so you can actually change your mind. So yes, even if you say no, the game will just continue. These guys will actually do it without you.
Tell you, I was at the temple, and your husband was there, making all sorts of strange proclamations. I'm worried something could happen to him.
God almighty. What's he spouting on about now?
He says the king is right. Sigismund is doing the right thing. To say yes. It's not going down too well with the local.
Thank you. Oh, shut
Yeah. So it does seem like the game actually has a. So this is what I call a living and breathing world. The game world actually goes on.
Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Right. So I'm not going to get involved, although.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Wojciech, what are you doing? We don't have to run. We're on the right.
Ah, yes. Sorry. It's just that's never happened.
Huh? Okay. Huh. Alright. Can we talk to this guy? Catch pole. Alright.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
I was surprised myself. It wasn't too much to even notice it. So, I asked for a high price. And he says, that's fine. And started counting up the coin there and then.
Just like that. What I heard about him, he's a right skinflint. And what did Betty have to say?
She was well pleased, as you can imagine. Even more when I told her Tonda will take everything she knows.
That's great. A bit of extra coin never hurts.
Okay. So as you can see, your choices actually have consequences, real consequences. Just to give you an example, when I was playing, off recording, when I wasn't recording, I was trying to figure out how to get the axe from Kunesh, and so what I did was I actually took the axe after the conversation. I actually took it from him right in front of Kunesh, took it from his wood chopping block, and so Kunesh called the guards on me, and so let's just pause. Okay, so I just want to tell you what happened because it's really interesting. So Kunesh called the guards and they chased me down, wounded me, and gave me a chance to surrender, which I did. And so they put me in prison, and while I was in prison, the village came under attack by Cumins, by Sigismund's army, I believe, and they set fire to the prison. They actually burnt the whole village down, and my prison cell was set on fire, and I died inside the prison. So that's just one example of how there's real consequences for your choices. And so I reloaded the game, and then I went to basically try and talk Kunesh into giving the axe back to Henry's father, and that's how I figured out how to get the axe in a more or less a safer, more safer way, without causing the death of my character in the process. So I just wanted to tell you guys about that story, because I think this is really one of the ways that that makes this game shine, is the way your choices actually have consequences. And just now, as you can see, I said no to going with the three guys to basically trash the Deutsch's house with manure, and that's led to my let's see, basically my reputation remained at 100. I thought I would lose reputation, but actually I still have 100. Whereas if you went ahead with the three friends, then your reputation drops to, I think, 90, 94, 91, I think it is. And so I think that just goes to show you that your choices does have real consequences. And so that's part of the reason why I love this game so much. Let's go and get the ale from Bianca.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
You do.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Okay, a picture for father.
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanyek?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Hey, look out!
Oh,
Loud.
sorry. Alright. So even, you know, if you bump into another player, they would, you know, actually tell you to move aside, just like in real life. If you know, bump into someone as they walk past you, then that's not good. So, okay. So I think at this point, we can have a look at the wares.
Greetings.
Okay, so I don't actually have a lot to play with, a lot of money. So I'm just going to have a look and see. What is he selling? Dried fruit. Okay, what does this guy sell? Okay. Is the selling vegetables.
Cucumbers! Lovely cucumbers! Asparagus and prunes!
Okay. Alright, I think I will break this up into the next episode because I want to try and ideally keep this let's play to, you know, hopefully that doesn't go for too long. So I will break this into, I will continue in the next episode, and yeah, things are starting to, you know, things will get very serious later on. There's going to be a huge, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you don't know what happens next, then I won't tell you. But if you have, then, but if you know what happens, you know, shortly after I complete the quest for Henry's father, then you know, yeah, it'll be the start of you know, bigger quests, bigger, you know, going out into the bigger world. And so I won't spoil it too much for those of you who don't know what happens next. But yeah, I'm gonna continue in the next one. So thank you very much for joining me today and watching this video, and hope that you enjoyed it. As always, if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Look forward to seeing you next time. This is Swank Gaming Connoisseur. Take care and have a good day.